I would like to begin by just having a gentle check-in. So if you feel comfortable, kind of clearing your space, closing your eyes, and being really present, then I invite you to do that. Otherwise, you can just kind of listen and follow along. And as we close our eyes to the outer world, we give ourselves the opportunity to really tune into the inner workings within ourselves. We get in touch with our hearts and our souls on a much more clear level. So just take a moment and show up here and now the way that feels best for you. Letting the breath move through the body easily and effortlessly. Feeling that inhalation and exhalation and how they move together in that energy of giving and receiving. And as we begin to quiet the chatter that can start to take place in the mind, as we begin to come into the quieter levels, we start to listen. And as we listen, we may start to hear the intuitive messages of the wisdom within. So as we are moving into this experiential practice together, into this meditation, I'm going to invite you to empty out, to let go, to surrender. And this could be the thoughts, this could be expectation, whatever it is, you're just allowing yourself to let go. And through our breath, we have the opportunity every breath cycle to feel what that is, that letting go through the exhalation. That helps us to connect to that emptying out right before we fill back up. And so as you're getting more deeper connected to your breath, and to this inflow and outflow, we're going to ask a few questions here together, and we're not searching for answers. We're not expecting them. And we're certainly not pretending we have all the answers. In fact, good questions lead to more questions. And so don't feel like you need to know right this moment, but we are planting seeds. And our true answers will come when they're ready. And so we're checking in and we're seeing how we feel. And we're just going to do some very, very broad strokes right now. And the first is, how am I feeling in my life right now, physically? We're going to start in the densest realm, the physical. How am I feeling in my body, in my skin, in my temple? We're just approaching this with an innocent curiosity. We're not here to judge ourselves or others or fix or expect. We're just inquiring, how do I feel right now in my physical body, my physical experience? We're not going to take too long here. Right now, we're just going to add a scale to that. 0 is I'm very out of touch with my body, or it's maybe experiencing a great deal of illness. Okay, and 10 would be I'm intimately connected. I feel vibrant. I feel vital energy coursing through me. I nourish myself with that which serves my highest and best good. Right? So it's a scale of 0, we're like flatlining, and 10 is, I'm in perfect health. So just again, we're not here to judge, but we are here to shine light, to illuminate. Where am I on that scale? And now let's make our way into the mental realm. How am I feeling in my mind? And I don't necessarily mean right at this moment, but I do mean in this moment of your life. So in this part of your life experience. So that might include the last, 3 months or so, if you will. How am I feeling mentally, in my mental center, in my mental health? And just before you go to the scale part of it, of the 0 to 10, first just feel into it. As you ask the question, just see what comes. In the mental center, it houses expressions of this that come into an emotional state, which are energies of depression or anxiety. And so I just want you to also tap into that. How have I been feeling around some of the mental states? And this is the bridge that we'll go into next, which is the emotions. But have you been experiencing any anxiety, any fear? Have you been experiencing any depression, suppression, sadness? And again, this is part of the mental construct. So we're just tapping in and just seeing, is there any anxiety? Is there any depression that I'm experiencing? And then go ahead and use that scale again. 0 is maybe the mind is in control, it's overrunning everything. And then 10 would be, you've got the Buddha mind, or no problem turning that switch off of thoughts and going deep into the quiet and the stillness. That you can set your mind wherever you'd like it to be, and it creates from that place. So just see where you are, 0 to 10. And then moving into the emotions, as you see, there's overlap, as we just spoke about some of the emotional health. But how are you feeling in your emotional body? Are you connected with do you know how you're feeling? Can you hold the space for how you're feeling at any given time? So again, just exploring, how am I feeling emotionally in my life right now? And this is not oh, I feel good or I feel bad. This is, how connected am I to my emotional essence? And then go ahead and visit that scale again, 0 to 10. In this area of the spectrum that is the emotions. And then we're going to go into, from here, into spirit. You can call this whatever feels most authentic to you, but into your spiritual well-being. How are you feeling in your life right now? In your connection, your deeper connection? And then again, visiting that sliding scale, 0 to 10, how you're feeling, how nourished, how connected do you feel spiritually right now in your life? And now I invite you to take a few deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling, maybe even just sighing out through your mouth, really letting go, letting the energy flow. And we're going to move into, with this beautiful breath moving through us, the final 3 questions. And I invite you once again to just be in that place of innocent curiosity. We don't need tangible answers, but we are asking the questions. And so the first question is, who am I? Who am I? And the next question, what do I want? What are my intentions? Again, the what do I want can be, what do I want to experience? What do I want to feel? What do I want to know? At the deepest level, what do I want? And the last question, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? And once again, just allowing for some nice deep breaths to move to you and through you. And I'm going to invite you gently from this internal experiential state back into our space together. And if you have a pen and paper, if you have a journal, I would invite you to just write down maybe a few little trinkets from that internal process. Of again, this is inquiry. We're not here forcing answers or solutions. We're letting go of any preconceived notions, and we're allowing ourselves to experience what it feels like to come inside and to ask questions of the wisdom within us. And so if you want to write down, maybe if you did get some clear numbers on how you're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you could write those down. If you received some inspiration, some wisdom, if you received some more questions, you can write those down, whatever it is. There's no right or wrong, but just giving yourself a couple minutes here to just be able to write down whatever you've experienced.